What's up, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you on a Friday night. I apologize for the lighting right now. I'm in my living room, just kind of relaxing, getting ready to unwind for the night. Oh, and rookie, I've got that on the background. I'm on a different computer, as you can see, for my normal video setup. If you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time eBay seller and a full-time corporate finance analyst. Just thought I was getting ready to do some research on women's clothing because I'm going to be thrifting most of the day tomorrow. Thought it'd be a really good opportunity just to kind of share how I research. I've done one or two of these videos before, and they've gone really well in the past, and I've learned a lot, and viewers have helped me a ton. I've actually had a bunch of viewers reach out and give me some more brands to research. It's just been a really awesome give and take of information. So I just figured I'd do the same thing tonight, just show you guys kind of how I prepare when I'm learning a new niche, which for me right now is women's clothing, and just trying to expand my knowledge, expand my opportunity to buy things, in the clothing realm. I do mostly sell men's clothing with some shoes, and I'm trying to expand into the women's clothing arena just because I'd rather go to a thrift store and be in one or two and find just as many as if I went to 4 or 5, because I'm able to look in all of the sections. So that's kind of the goal right now. And I've actually sold 3 women's clothing items since I started. I started about probably a month ago when I started researching and trying to source a little bit more and figure out. And seem to be having some decent success. I still only know a very, very little bit about what I'm looking for, but my hope is tonight that I'll be able to learn some more. I'm going to focus tonight on dresses and researching, so you'll be learning right along with me. I just, caveat, I am not an expert in women's clothing whatsoever. I'm just trying to learn, and this is how I prepare before I go out thrifting. So if you're new to reselling or you want to learn about something new, this is the way that I normally do it. Let me just jump to chat, make sure my audio is okay. Hey, Terry, thanks for stopping in. Hey, New Frontier. Hey, Anna, thanks for stopping in. We got Robin in the house. We got Bella, DJ. How's my sound, guys? Because I don't have my normal mic. I'm actually on Shannon's computer just because I'm not upstairs set up. And hopefully I sound okay. But basically, the format of this video is I'm just going to share my screen. And Terry says she loves the Guinness shirt. I actually bought this in Austin, so when I was there for the Green Room Meetup. Sounds good, Wade says. All right, very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share. Hey, Jessica, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to walk through probably at least I spend 15, 20 minutes looking through dresses. I'm going to focus only on dresses. And I'm going to focus on dresses that are $50 to $100, because that's really, when I'm expanding women's clothing, I'm trying to stay in the higher price points. So we'll see what we can do here. So let me share my screen real quick. All right. So let me bounce over to here and to here. All right, so let's just start with women's dresses. I'm going to go, so typically what I like to do, first I'll hit my sold and completeds. Probably just going to do sold listings for now. If I'm really trying to identify the market, I'll do sold and completed. But for right now, I'm just going to do sold. I'm going to do pre-owned because that's really what the most I'm finding. I'm not counting on finding new tag stuff. Oh, Thor's getting yelled at over there on this Friday night. He's misbehaving. And I'm going to, let's see what we got here. Price range, I'm going to narrow down. I'm going to go 50 to 100. Whoa, what did I just do? I just blew that up. Pre-owned, should be 100. I'm struggling here for a second. Normally that just alters it. That's really weird it did that. Interesting. I guess it's going to make you pick a category. I've never seen this. I guess I'm learning something new tonight. Clothing. Women's. I guess I'll go women's clothing. That's so weird. I've never seen that happen. Let me try that one more time. I'll pop over the chat here. I'm struggling. Let's go with, we're going to go with Summer Beachy. We're going to go with pre-owned again. And we're going to go with sold. I'm trying to put price parameters in it again. It got real angry when I did that before. Let's see on 9. There we go. I don't know what that was all about. Sorry about that, guys. So that's normally how I research is I pick kind of the category, the general thing I'm trying to learn about, and I like to put in a price range just because I can determine the kind of average sell price I'm targeting, and that gives me the brands I'm looking for. So I'm just going to start scrolling through and talk about what I'm seeing. I don't know a ton about this stuff, so I'm just going to look at tendencies I see, and then hopefully people in the comments can also let me know. So there's an Anthropology, which I'm familiar with that dress. DMG, we have For the Love and Lemons. Looks like I'm seeing a lot of vintage stuff, which makes a lot of sense. Free People dress. Rare, sold out. So like things that are common, like Free People and Anthropology and stuff that probably has a lower sell point, a lot of the dead stock, when you see sold out, I mean, that goes for men's and women's. The only reason I know that is dead stock's always going to price out higher. I learned what boho means the other day, watching another reseller's video, just kind of the style and what that means. I expand there. So Lily Pulitzer, I have learned and I'm aware of. Diane von Furstenberg, I believe I've heard that before. Obviously, that's a very good one. Looks like Lily Pulitzer is pretty common. Oh, Ted Baker. So Ted Baker is a really good men's brand, so that sells just as well in the women's, it looks like, which is great. Actually, I'm just going to look at some tags here. Now, I know on dresses occasionally they won't have the tags. Let's see. Okay, yep. Yeah, I actually remember researching that tag. And this is what I do. Like when I see an item that's common and it's coming up a lot, as I click and look at the person's listings for a couple of reasons. One, I want to see the pictures they're taking, like the important features of the item. And then I also want to see what the tag is. Looks like that's the shoulder, I'm guessing, is the sleeve of it. So, all right, so Lily Pulitzer for sure. And Shannon actually recommended me that I focus on dresses for right now just because they're a higher price point. And we have here in Charlotte, we have an abundance of dresses. See by Chloe, looks like there's a J. Crew one that's full ruffle skirt. This is crazy, some of the prices of these. I can't believe this. I feel like I've been missing out by not selling dresses. Missoni Mare, I've never heard of that. One thing that's cool, a tip that actually just Jillian and a couple other people have given me is for keywords. So if you haven't sold women's clothing before, and this was a great tip, it helped me a ton when I was listing my first 30 items, was to go on Pinterest and look at keywords and styles for different things. They have like all sorts of style charts. It's super helpful. So this was a UK seller, it looks like. Only one picture. That's interesting. Probably should have filtered for just US sellers, but that's okay. There's Anthropology. I'm not going to click on Anthropology or Eileen Fisher because I do know that those are two good brands to sell. I have learned the RN number for Anthropology, which is good. I have it written on my phone. I shouldn't say I've learned it. I have to look it up almost every time. But Kate Spade, all right. That's another one I recognize. I don't think I've seen a tag for clothing, though. Let's see what that looks like. So this was $75. All right. Very good. Thor is staring at me, anxiously waiting for me to throw his toy, which I feel like I have to. I'm sorry, guys. One sec. I'm going to pop over the chat to see what's going on here. Missoni is often a knit dress like a sweater. Okay, good to know. Thank you. So Missoni was describing the style, not necessarily the brand, it sounds like. So I'm going to skip over the UK sellers for now. So Lily Pulitzer is just a very, very, very common one here. Jam's World Vintage. I'm curious about that. That's a cool dress. Huh. That sold for a lot. It sold for $78. All right, what else we got here? Fendi. I don't think I've heard of Fendi before. Shannon, have you heard of Fendi? Oh, she's watching a show. I don't think I've ever heard of Fendi before. What the tag looks like. I'm going to have to keep my eyes peeled for that. And actually, I'm just going to. So when I want to do more research too, and I find that I don't want to kind of deter from this, I'll just open another tab, and then I'll go up to the top and just change it to a brand name that I want to research. So we're just going to go Fendi. And this will kind of tell me like, hey, is it common for that price point, or is that a really unique style, or you know, what was causing that? Not really sure why it's taking so long to search. And it's not that bad, I don't think. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on. There, that's so good. All right, I'm going to keep going down here because I don't want to interrupt the video. Hopefully that pops up sooner or later. Huh. That reset. No. That's so weird. eBay is being really funky tonight. Sorry about that, guys. I do this all the time. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, we've got more Ted Baker, which is good. Oh, Lily Pulitzer. Obviously, Lily Pulitzer is definitely a theme here. BCBG. Now, this is one that seems to be like it just depends on if it looks good, like what the style is. Yeah, I've seen ones that are really like low sellers and ones that are really high sellers. So I need to really learn the knack for like what is considered like cute or trendy. I haven't really figured that out yet. Soft surroundings. Now I've heard that before. Tomorrow when I go out, so I'm gonna hit probably 4 thrift stores, and what I'm gonna do is spend all my time on women's stuff in just the dress section, so that I limit myself. Because what happens if I don't focus on one section, I'll end up there for hours, and I won't come away with a bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna commit to just do the dress section only and try to really teach myself that. I just want to see the tag, but they don't have one. It's a really cool item. Soft surroundings. I feel like I've heard that before. I'm gonna jump to the chat, see if anyone's heard that. All right. So Chris is saying that instead of saying I'm a female, I'm even more comfortable sourcing men's clothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the female clothing is just so overwhelming. There's so many sections and nuances. It's really, really tough. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Joan said I should search different styles of dresses to see brands in that style. That's a good point. Let me try that real quick. So let's search. So let's pick one of those keywords you suggested. So we'll do Empire Waist, just because I have no idea what that actually looks like, and that'll help me learn. That's a great suggestion. Thank you. Empire Waist. A little worried that this isn't going to refresh. I don't know what's going on with eBay. There we go. Empire Waist. So is that kind of like, it must be like that form-fitted cinch kind of waist on these, I'm assuming. I'll pop over the chat here in a minute, but if someone can confirm that for me, I don't want to. Oh, you know what? We're right here. We're researching. Let's look. Empire Waist. Empire is silhouette, Empire line, Empire waist. The dress is a fitted bodice and just below the bust, giving a high-waisted appearance. A gathered shirt, which is long and loosely fitting, but skims the body rather than being supported. Okay, that makes sense. Bounce back here. So there's Adriana Papel. Oh no, Thor. Thor's trying to come up here. Thor wants a buddy today. Sorry guys, this is a very impromptu video. As I was learning, I figured I'd share, but Thor has other plans apparently. These are new. That's new. I don't know why that's new and used, but so Kate Spade's popping up again. Annabelle. So that's like a bridesmaid dress. I'm just wondering. So, do people? is using keywords, and people let me know in the chat, using keywords like bridesmaid dress and things like that for more formal stuff help? Is that like trendy and grabs attention? Like, I don't know how keywords work as much for women as far as like grabbing attention. Like, I know the men's one's inside out. I'm trying to see some other brand names that are common. I'm seeing more than once. That's a Calvin Klein dress. Man, so it really just, why are these new tag stuff here? Did I not pick pre-owned? I didn't pick pre-owned, that's why. Okay. This is absurd. I'm looking at these dress prices. This is crazy. Why have I not sold any dresses until now? There's more Free People. Tadashi. Reformate. Let me look at this one. I'm going to pop the chat here for a second. You should search Itoli Isabel Morant dresses. I'm going to search that right now. Thank you. Oops. Let's get up here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna do this for probably another few minutes. Then we can do some Q&A, just some general Q&A for anyone who's got questions. I just kind of wanted this to be more of like a really relaxed hangout, learn, and that sort of thing, because it helps me and hopefully it'll help other people. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's a great brand. I'm glad you brought that up. And since you suggested it and I went through all this process, I know I won't forget it. I gotta see what that tag looks like. Holy crap, these are going really, really well. This is a pretty plain tag. All right. Scroll down a little more here. Wow. This is crazy. All right. Put that one in the memory bank for sure. Here's another closer shot of the tag for you, everyone. Very cool. All right. Let's click back. Let's see. Millie New York is good too. Tadashi Shoji is a good seller. I saw that Tadashi. I'm going to look at that one. Hey, you're right. Holy cow. So I asked this question to everyone watching. How frequently do you find these type of items? Like, am I researching home run brands, or is this something that's common that you guys find frequently? Because like with men's clothing, I know it's a home run that I'm going to find once a month, and I know what I'm going to find every time I go out. Like, are these the stuff I've been looking at? Are these stuff that I should expect to find every time, or is this stuff that like, hey, you're probably going to find these once a month, twice a month? Like, what is everyone's thoughts on that? So Tadashi Shoji is for formal wear, Jones saying, which is great. DJ said, looking through sold items, I spend a lot of time and I end up buying things. Not good. All right, so Jones saying you won't find them every time. Oh, flipping awesome. So you found that at the Pineville Salvation Army. I was just at the Pineville Goodwill yesterday. Let's see. Chrissy Maggie said, the dresses I find in Goodwill definitely are not like these. They have brand names like Nobo, Faded Glory, and Weight Stag. LOL. I'm guessing that's kind of a troll joke. New Frontier is saying Fendi's a good brand, so that's good. Millie New York. I'm going to look up Millie New York, and then I'm going to call it out that, guys. And then we can do some Q&A and just chat about stuff. Let me see. Millie New York. Right away, I mean, I've already stashed like 10 new brands in my head, which is what I was really hoping for. I like when I'm learning a new niche just to get like 10 or 15 brands to kind of latch onto and just really hit those hard for a while and then just kind of slowly add new ones to my mix. It's just how I've always been able to learn. So there's not a lot of million New York dresses. It could be how I spelled it, but still, they all look like they sell really well. Interesting. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to jump over to chat here for a second. All right. I'm going to read some comments here. So Jessica saying, I've never found those big name brands. Lily is the only one I found that you've mentioned so far. And Jessica lives near me in Charlotte, so that's not good for me. Joan said, if you make your high-end list broad enough, you may find one of a broad list every other time or so. Eating Good Fun just asked a question, is Ralph Lauren polo jeans good? Found a cardigan with Angora rabbit hair. No idea if it will sell. The cardigan with Angora rabbit hair should sell decent for you. I get usually like $25 for those. I'm sorry about my video, guys. If you're just joining late, I'm on a different computer, not normal audio, so I apologize for that. Let's see. So for New Frontier saying they'll hit like a Tadashi type dress once a month. So that's cool. So I was looking up a lot of home run brands. So that's good to know in my head so I don't get super discouraged if I if I don't see everything I want every time out. Jessica's saying because she's a little further north that she doesn't. I might have better luck here in Charlotte. Well, I hope you're right, Jessica. I hope you're right. Flipping also says my favorite women's brand is Double D Ranch. I find a lot, and it's just a solid sale, especially the more Western there. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for those for sure. Yeah, like New Frontier says, if you find Angora rabbit hair, especially in a good brand, it sells pretty well. I don't really have a lot of trouble selling that. Mod cloth on the tag is good, Jones saying, so that's good. Ralph Lauren jeans for men are great. I don't know for New Frontier saying for women's are bad. I never pick up for women's. If I find actual Ralph Lauren, like kind of the newer label ones, the jeans, they always do like high 20s, low 30s for me, pretty easily. So I just kind of want to phrase this as kind of more just like an open chat. So my sales have been starting to pick back up. I was wondering how everyone else's sales are doing. I've been mixing in auctions here and there, and it's been making a decent, I think, momentum for me. I've also been back to listing very steadily. I'm just starting to notice a general lift in clothing for sure in the last week or so. And I didn't know for you clothing sellers if you've seen a lift. If you let me know in chat, like if your sales are going up or down, what you're kind of seeing, I would appreciate that. I'm trying to get a feel for if I'm actually coming out of this or if it was just kind of a fluke for like a week that my sales have been booming. I'm hoping you guys all tell me that we're starting to come out of this summer slow. And this is like my first one I've really paid attention to because the last couple of years I've always just been so part-time that it just was whatever. This time I've been so focused and tracking over the last, almost year now that this is my first true summer just going through this. Christine Mackey said, with 300 listings, I sold 10 on Monday. Holy crap, that's a lot for 300 listings, but only 2 the last 36 hours. So yeah, a little up and down. Jessica said, yeah, as I went 2 days with no sales and then 6 sales yesterday. That's awesome. Yeah, on the upswing. And I said his are up big time, so that's good. Yeah, I feel like they're starting to pick up. I feel like we're definitely coming out of the dead time. I heard August is a good month with it, which I'm pretty excited about. Oh, Wade, thank you very much for that. Wade just super chatted $10. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the support. I appreciate all the input you've given throughout this time. It's been great. You said I found a vanity suit, size 44 long. Don't know if it's a good brand, but you can't say no when I only paid $1. Wow. Yeah, if you only played $1, you're not going to lose. You might only get. I'm not familiar with Vanetti, but if it's in good shape and it's wool and it's a decent pattern, I mean, you probably can still get $30 to $40 for that. All right, Cheap, I'll call you Aaron. Chrissy said July is the worst month for me so far this year. And Wade, I'm just gonna give you a shout out, man. I really appreciate that support. Thank you. Robin said, is there a way to differentiate men's jeans from women's? Bought a pair of Adriana Goldsmith a month ago. Went to list it now. I'm not sure if it's men's or women's. It's a 33R. Oh, it's okay, Robin. I still struggle from time to time with certain brands of women's jeans, telling the difference between what men's and women's. Jason taught me from Prof Sales, because he really knows his jeans well, that basically the pockets usually give it away. So like the wider, deeper pockets are usually men's, and the smaller, more narrow pockets are usually women's. So that's like the more angled, narrower pockets definitely give away the women's jeans. Robin, feel free if you want, shoot me a picture via email, and I can respond, or just shoot me on Instagram, and I can give you my quick feedback. And if I don't know, I'll just refer and pull Jason into to get his feedback. Flipping House has been still slow after we went on vacation. Yeah, that's tough. When you go on vacation, sometimes you stunt your momentum for sure. Oregon Aaron. All right, Atripa, I got it. And yes, I have wine. It's Friday night. It's our one night to have something decent. They had Josh on sale. Cabernet is really, really good. It's not normally on sale for us around here. Ladden Miller just said, who has a list of best-selling women's shoes? I don't have that. I would say watch Tino the Soul Advisor's channel. He puts out a lot of like different haul videos and best sold videos, and he does a lot of women's shoes. I would start there. He has a lot of really good content. That's Tino the Soul Advisor. My other question to you guys is, do you change your prices based on the seasonality? So that's kind of just an open-ended question. I've been chatting with a couple of the resellers about it. Like, we go into summer slowdown. I've been running a lot more sales. I've priced my stuff a little lower. Like, do you do that for a cyclical time and then change it and bump it back up when you get to fall? Like, how do people normally handle that? Like, that's what I've been doing. That's what I plan to do. I'm just curious if other people do different things, and they have different strategies that maybe work. Like, it's always interesting to hear what other people do that works well. Michelle just asked, how do you price your auctions? I would like to do more auctions, but hesitate because I'm worried I won't get as high a profit. So basically what I've done, Michelle, is I'm not focusing on selling my good items via auction. All my high value ones, I'm going to hold out top dollar. What I've done is I will take like my back end of my inventory, like my lower stuff that maybe I kind of was a bad buy, borderline, and I'll charge $9.99 starting bid, and then I'll charge shipping I'm comfortable with, so that no matter what, I'm making more than I paid for it. So like I've been doing a lot of my old like suit jackets that don't have matching bottoms that I shouldn't have bought, that have like pinstripes and stuff like that. I've been doing $9.99 plus $9.99 shipping, and I've been getting $20 sales here and there every couple of days. It's been a really nice lift. Hey Chris, what's going on? 10K on the Bay in the chat, and yeah, Wade's great, very generous. I appreciate that. If you guys haven't checked out Chris's channel too, by the way, I'm going to talk about someone who's just scaled up fast and has been hitting the pavement hard. He is just grown and grown. So check out his channel. He's in the chat there. You probably all know him already. Let's see. I'd noticed I picked up a pair of floor sheen men's shoes for $10 today. Yeah, I'm not quite the shoe expert. I pretty much have to do a lot of research before I buy stuff. Tino is definitely a lot more educated, especially in the dress shoes area. I have seen some floor sheens that are really good. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hitting that like button for me. Lets me know I'm doing a good job. Lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. This is definitely more of a lax video. Man, Wade, I really appreciate that, man. You just put another $5 up there. Thank you so much. Well, while you're doing that, what questions do you have? I might as well answer a bunch of questions for you here. I feel like I'm exchanging some value with you. And other people, for that matter. Fire away, guys. Hey, question back to Wade. What do you specialize in selling, Wade? Why don't you let us know what you specialize in selling? And I actually have another question for. Ladden just said Tino's a big fan of that brand. So if Chris is still watching, I have a question for him in the chat. Hopefully he can answer. Is how much have you expanded to women's clothing, Chris, if at all? Let's see. DJ said I knew the store listing ran off sale and nothing sold, but then again, this is my last free store month promotion. DJ, don't get discouraged, especially if you're new. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that. I don't think eBay's doing that to you. I would just suggest to get more and more listings. Keep running your sales. I mean, it's just a numbers game with quality listings. So Chris just answered my question. He said he's sourcing and selling or listing a minimum of 100 pieces a week. That's pretty good. of women's clothing. Chrissy just said, and hi Donna, thanks for stopping in. Chrissy said, how many total listings are you up to? Are your LL Bean auctions moving like you hoped they would? So great question, Chrissy. So I'm up to about 1,850 unique listings. If you count my multi-quantity LL Bean stuff, I'm well over 3,000, like 3,200, 3,300. And it's funny, so Chris is really analytical, and every now and then I'll be at work and he'll send me some random questions. I'm like, Chris, why did you ask me that? And he's just kind of bouncing some things off people and trying to compare and figure out, you know, what's normal, what's not normal. And he actually started getting me thinking about the value of the inventory I've listed. And I had never really looked at that. Shannon just came and poured my wine because she's awesome. But I had never really looked at like the total value of your listed inventory. I'm not sure if any of you guys have done that, but I would encourage you to go check it out. I think you can go to your My eBay tab and look at like the total value I've listed. But I have $68,000 of inventory listed right now. And you know, granted, when you think about that on that scale, so I have 68,000, but I run a 20 to 30% off sale every day. So now let's cut that down. And then I take best offers like half the time. Say I have about 70% of that 68,000 will be true sales eventually. And so I think it's really good to look at that, because when you think about what you have listed, you can start thinking about your sell-through. And I think that it really, really helps kind of what you're trying to do. And if you're on the right path, you can expect for future sales. Thor's trying to make a guest appearance, but there's no room for him. Wade, man, thanks. Wade must be really enjoying the content. I appreciate the donation, man. He just did another $10 super chat. Thank you, Wade. Yeah, everyone's going to be asking you to hit them up, Wade. And Wade, do you have a channel or anything to shout you out? I feel like I want to pay you back here a little bit. I appreciate it very much. Zena just said, do you dollar cost average your inventory? So yes, I dollar cost average all my inventory. Let's see. Michelle just said, hello, how are you? Shannon's still doing YouTube with her clothes. I haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, Michelle, so Shannon, her job is very seasonal. She's been really good things have been happening for her, and so she's been having to work a lot more, but it's a good reason. So it's going to be very seasonal. She actually just talked to me about going to thrift stores tomorrow and thrifting again. This fall, she'll probably definitely get back into it, but she's had to take a step back and focus on her career, which is something she really values, so I respect that a ton. That's why you just haven't seen her in a little bit. Another question, plan on scoring a huge haul tomorrow morning on women's Dansko shoes. Wish me luck. Awesome. I hope you get a huge haul. That'd be great. Wade bought that bottle of wine. Yes, Wade. Cheers. All right. So I'm going to just stop for a second here. If you haven't checked out Wade Ventures' YouTube channel, go over and check it out. He has definitely earned that shout out. I appreciate the support, Wade. Guys, definitely go over and check it out and see what he's all about. I'm going to check it out after I get done here, Wade. And if you don't mind, just drop in the chat, Wade. What is your channel about? What do you focus on sharing? Jessica, yeah, definitely you can send me a direct message anytime you want. So shoot me a direct message on Instagram. And guys, I'm sorry. I know sometimes people send me messages on Facebook. I'm going to be honest. I don't check my Facebook almost at all ever. Like, I just don't use it. Like, send me messages on Instagram. That's the best way to get in touch with me if you want a quick response. I try to get back to everyone as quick as I can. DJ said, hi, Chris. 10K. Chris is responsible for me opening my store, and that's where I learned about you, Luke, and Prof. Thank you guys for the info. No problem, DJ. I mean, that's what we're here as a community for, is just to kind of help each other out and, you know, help everyone learn and grow together. There's enough out there for all of us. So, yeah, it's just an awesome community. Being at the Green Room Meetup, I really realized that, just how amazing the community really is, and how giving and informational, and just everyone wants everyone to grow. So it's cool. Yeah, Chris, I echo that. Chris said we are all a happy reseller community, and I totally agree. It's crazy. All right. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to do about 5 to 8 more minutes, and then I am going to wrap up and get some sleep because I got a long day tomorrow. We have dog training in the morning, and then thrifting most of the day, maybe a little pool time. Chris has asked, Luke, how do you feel about $3.99 for shipping, $4.77 or shipping, or $4.99 for first class shipping? Can I ask a question back, Chris? Are any of those priority? Because I don't think they could be priority, right? Or are you promising priority for any of them? Sorry, just to throw the football off the floor. Or free shipping. All first class prices. Okay, so Chris's question, I think this is actually a good debate. Like, this is a good question. So he said, how do I feel about $3.99, charging $3.99 versus charging $4.77 or charging $4.99, offering first class or free? So I prefer free. I prefer free, and only because I can work that into my pricing, and I think that people love the fast and free logo. I'm definitely a big consumer behavior person, and I think that people love free shipping. I charge shipping on shoes simply because they're so variable. It can go cross country. But yeah, if I was to charge shipping, I think I would charge flat rate, and I probably would charge higher than lower because I would offer a lot lower price to try to look like I have a lower price, if that makes any sense to people. As far as, thank you, Layden. Appreciate that. Layden Miller just a $5 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate the support. And I will address Shannon's question of how do I feel about getting married. I'm very excited to get married. Very, very excited to get married. 6 months. Yeah, thank you for the support, Layden. That's going to go towards probably towards Shannon's wedding fund by the end of this. Yes, yeah, I saw Shannon's question. I am very excited to get married. Flipping also said he'll be out tomorrow. If you see me at a Goodwill, make sure you say hi. I will be out most of the day. Or keep hitting the computer. Sorry about that, guys. Baydream just said eBay is in the middle of a site overhaul, causing all kind of glitches. Spoke to rep about it on Monday. Baydream, is that overhaul due to the new shipping stuff that's coming out? Do you think they're trying to implement that right now? And Chris, I don't know. You talk with eBay a little more than I do. Do you think it has to do with that? Yeah, Shannon's sitting next to me over there. Yeah, I'm going to give Lay one more shout out there for that super chat. I really appreciate that, Lay. Thanks for the support. And thanks, Zena. Yeah, we're really excited. We've had a pretty long engagement. We got engaged last October. We've been planning it for a while, so we're getting really, really excited. Joan said, how much are dresses in your Goodwill? So typically they're $4.99. They're $4.99 or $7.99, and I have no idea how they determine the difference because they're all in the same rack. Usually I'm pretty nice to the cashiers, and they usually give me the low end on anything I buy. 10K. Oh, that's a great question, Chris said. Does Shannon get jealous of the attention you give eBay? That's a bit of a, oh, New Frontier just gave a super chat of $10. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And, man, I should be giving it backwards to you. New Frontier, he has shared a ton of knowledge with me. Yeah. Most of my chats, he's in here dropping awesome knowledge on everyone. I mean, I've learned so much from you, so I appreciate that. But I also equally appreciate all the knowledge you share with me. I've learned whether it be brands or strategy or just best practices around your business. And New Frontier, do you have a channel out there you want to shout out on any social media? Feel free to do it now. I'll give you another shout out. I appreciate that. He said he felt like I should join in. So Chris just said, I'm going to answer that question. That's a good question. So Shannon doesn't get jealous. She just gets mad if my eBay tape is too loud at night and she's already asleep when I'm shipping. That's the only time there's any really like, if I don't go to bed the same time as Shannon, that's when it causes issues. That's why I wake up so early in the morning. That way I get all of it done while she's still sleeping. And then, I can sneak out. She's sleeping. I'm done and stuff. It's true. But if I don't go to bed the same time as her, then she gets irritated, which I think is a perfectly acceptable, like, even if it's 9 p.m., I go to bed with her. You know, just to go to sleep next to the person that I love is like, it's a big deal. So that hopefully answers your question, Chris. But she's super supportive of it in general. I'm really, really lucky in that. Except for the damn tape. She hates when I put tape because it's loud and you can hear it all throughout the house. Brandon just asked, do I always run a sale? Yes, I always run a sale. 20 to 30% off usually. Anyone have PayPal glitch today? I haven't had a PayPal glitch today. Nope. Let's see. Layden said, if you visit Texas next time, stop at San Antonio for thrifting. I will, and I'll give you a shout out. I would love to. Next time I'm visiting, I'm going to be letting people know when I'm in areas too. I wouldn't mind meeting up with people at Thrift. Yeah, organically, Hannah said so much bro love going on tonight. Yeah, that's a good way to say it, I guess. That's fine. You say it like it's a bad thing. Let's see. Eating food said my roommate always complained about taping when he was taking a nap. Yeah, that tape dispenser, man, it is loud. Chris said, do you know about quiet tape? No, I do not know about quiet tape. He said it's a thing. Shannon said she'll pay for it, Chris, so send the link. Sounds like everyone has that similar instance, like the noisy tape is an issue. Brandon said, I'm in South Carolina. I run all over upstate South Carolina, traveling to Charlotte. We should do an East Coast meetup. Yeah, Brandon, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. The fall, there's going to be a meetup, and it's going to be in South Carolina. We don't have the official date yet. Corin and Jason are planning it. But we're definitely going to have something down there. Tiffany as well. That's Tiffany's kind of stomping grounds, and she's just a wealth of information. So we want to kind of have it around there. So New Frontier has a newer channel. It's called New Frontier Biz. I definitely encourage everyone to go check it out. I'm going to subscribe to it as soon as I get done here. He says he does haul sales and brand videos. That's awesome, New Frontier. I will be watching because I've learned a ton from you. Donna said, next time you're in Norwich, game or no game, we're meeting up. Yeah, so I just was in Norwich not too long ago. Norwich, New York is kind of near where I'm from. I played in a basketball tournament, so I didn't get the opportunity to see Donna, but next time up there, I'm going to have to. Joan said we'll all get quiet tape in our Christmas stocking this year. That's awesome. Brandon said Tiffany who, and this is going to sound really bad. I can't remember her last name. I'm trying to remember her channel. I don't have it off the top of my head. I will get Brandon, message me, and I'll get you in touch with like all her stuff after this for sure. I need to look it up, and I can't right now. But she's an admin on the reseller group we had. She's just like, she knows more about eBay than I ever could dream of. She knows more about sourcing than I ever could dream of. She runs a two-man. She's been on Jason Prof Sales channel once. She has a two-man operation that's just enormous, enormous. I mean, they're just crushing it. Awesome. 30 Nickel said they're hoping to make it back for the fall meetup. It was awesome to meet you, both you and your husband. It was awesome to see you guys here. We had such a blast hanging out with you guys, thrifting, sharing knowledge. It was really, really cool. Brandon, just hit me up on Instagram. It's probably the quickest way. Endless Entrepreneurs. I answer that the fastest. Thanks again, New Frontier. Everyone, go check out his channel if you haven't already. Lori Groen said, Luke, are there any Goodwill outlets near you? Tiffany Adams. Thank you. Shannon's over here. So Tiffany Adams is her name.
South of Maine.
South of Maine? All right. There's one Goodwill outlet near me, Lori. It's near our airport. It's actually a really clean one. I've been to a couple that are nasty. This one's really clean. I just don't go to the outlet that often, simply because yes, Janetta, sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. Tiffany is the one that just opened that coffee shop. Yes. But no, I don't go to the bins. It's just, I encourage people to go to the bins. Like, I think it's a good sourcing strategy. I think it's great if you're low on capital. I think it's great even if you're not low on capital. It's a great place to source. I'm just not an aggressive person, and I'm not good at holding like my spot. So I just get eaten alive at the bins. Like retail, I know where I'm going. People pass stuff over the whole time. I just whip through the racks. I'm in and out. It's just like what I prefer. And I just encourage people to do what you enjoy, because you'll do it more often. That's just kind of the strategy I take with everything in my business. 10K just asked, Chris says, do I do measurements flat or on the mannequin? So I take my measurements flat. I do them on a standing desk. I do pictures both flat lay and mannequin. Depends on the item. I do all my pants flat lay, and I do all my shirts on a mannequin. But measurements are easy. Actually, Chris, today I made the plunge. I actually posted on Instagram. For months, people have been telling me, get the self-adhere measuring tape. Stick it to your standing desk. And I'm so stubborn. I'm like, no, the measuring tape's fine. It's fine. And so then I made the plunge 2 days ago, and oh my gosh, it saves me so much time. Sorry, I had to throw the dragon for Thor. It's ridiculous how much time it saves me. If you have a flat surface you measure on, put the self-adhere measuring tape on. It makes a huge difference. DJ said, do you have a video on listing suits, picks, keywords, etc.? That's so funny you asked that, DJ. So I've had that asked by so many people the last 2 weeks. I actually tried to make the video on Wednesday night, and I did not have a suit here that I hadn't listed yet. So I'm going, when I go out thrifting tomorrow, I will be finding a suit, and this weekend I'm going to put out a suit tutorial. It's going to be a start to finish, what I do to list it, including what it looks like on eBay when it's finished, the keywords I use, the key components, everything I know about them, I'm going to put in that tutorial, and I will have that out start to finish this weekend. That is a promise. That's going to happen. So that will be out to you guys. I'm actually looking forward to it because I've been planning it in my head for so long now. I know what I want it to look like, and hopefully it'll be helpful to everyone. I know suits can be a little intimidating sometimes. Yeah, and NF told me about the tape a month ago. I know. Everyone's told me about the tape. Sometimes I'm too stubborn for my own good, so I appreciate that. So New Frontier said he kills it for FBA at the bins. I never would have thought that until I went to the Green Room Meetup, New Frontier, and then I started hearing people talk about that. Yeah, so Lori brought up Harris Tweed the other day, asked a question if I still buy it, and I don't. And then literally after I said I don't, my last haul video, I found a really unique Harris Tweed one that had like horses on the wooden buttons, and so I picked it up. So it was just pretty ironic. I'm like, no, I don't. And then I found a really good one. Let's see. So Aaron said, Luke, you should have seen my garage sale pickup today. Everything $1. Wow, that's awesome. That's a great buy cost. Joan said she buys a lot of women's blazers. So yeah, I need to expand into those for sure. I just haven't learned the nuances and the sizing of them, but that will be something I try to conquer. By the way, this is Thor's favorite toy. Our friend Ashley sometimes watches these videos not probably very often, but if she is, he still has it and he loves it. When she came to visit us, she brought this. He's had this for what? Ashley's had this for a couple months now. April. Yeah, since April. He freaking loves this thing. He's obsessed with it. So sorry, it's not reselling related, but Ashley's dog has about 7. Ashley's dog has about 7 of those. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up on that. Flipping also said, how do you get inspired for video topics? That's a great question. So it's kind of a mixture. So Shannon helps a little bit, but I really commit to doing things I enjoy. So like I love doing haul videos because I don't know, like they're fun for me. Like the treasure hunting part's fun. So I just make sure I do haul videos consistently because I enjoy them. It keeps me motivated. Tutorial videos, it's fleeting. Sometimes I like doing them, sometimes I don't. When I get a lot of people asking for one topic, then I get excited about it because I feel like I'm helping a ton of people. So it like makes me more willing to do it. And then like the Q&A type stuff, I love because I get the back and forth. So that helps me stay motivated to do those. Because like this back and forth right here, I'm learning, like we're sharing. It's more of a community thing. Whereas like more of the straightforward videos aren't as much to that. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, Aaron, I love dogs too. We got a golden retriever. He's definitely our fur baby. No doubt about it. Yeah, he will still take his bone if you guys come back and visit in the fall. Yeah. Oh, he's clawing at the Thor. Yeah, he's a very needy dog. Brandon said, I do all my pictures on a white table taken with my Samsung S8 Plus, A2 lights, and a regular camera, but it took way too long. You can list about 20 items in 2 hours using the eBay app. Yeah, that seems about right. I've seen most clothing people, somewhere between like 10 and 12 an hour from start to finish seems to be a good number once you really know what you're doing. I usually can get 15 done in less than 90 minutes before work. That's usually my goal. I'll start to finish. Because Shannon's not bugging me. She's still sleeping. Let's see. Lori said, do the people at your regular job know you, eBay and YouTube? I think one person knows. I don't really broadcast it there. My old job, everyone knew. My new job, it just hasn't really come up, which is weird. Like my old job, I had a lot of people I was really close to all the time. This one, I'm just so new. I just haven't got those relationships that close yet to share something like that. If they knew, it wouldn't bother me. But I don't really advertise it. Zena said, picked up Big Star, Blue Cult, Citizens of Humanity at Goodwill in Indiana yesterday. Very cool. So I haven't heard of Blue Cult. What is that? Can someone let me know in the chat if that's a really good brand, or is that a new home run brand I need to know about? Aaron said, I got $51 items from a garage sale today. That's crazy. That's an awesome haul. You just said it's crazy how much you spend, Luke. I'm like, I could have gotten 170 for 170 here. You don't have $1 sales where you are? No, I don't have $1. Stop rubbing it in and making me jealous. Although, I'll tell you what, I felt a lot better about my pricing when I came out from Austin. Holy cow. Pricing was absurd in Austin. All right, guys, I could chat all night. This is really enjoyable. I'm going to go 3 more minutes till 10 after, and then I need to get some sleep. We have dog training at 8 a.m. in the morning, so I need to catch up a little bit on sleep from the week. I'll take a couple more questions, then I'm going to wrap up. Brandon just said, my new job rocks. I'm 100% work from home, online teaching. This allows me to basically be a full-time reseller now. That's awesome, Brandon. That's great. Maximizing both opportunities. Hey, Brandon, what's up, man? Getting back into clothing, found some pallets. Yeah, Brandon just sent me some bulk buy opportunities the other day that he was looking at. He's stepping up his game here. Brandon, how's that YouTube channel coming? Have you started anything yet? Put a little pressure on you here down there in the chat. Chris, burger or pizza? Pizza all day. Is that even a question, Chris? I'm from upstate New York, like in from like an Italian just hub. Pizza all the way. But yeah, pizza down here in North Carolina is terrible, by the way. Sorry for all you local North Carolina people, but it is not anywhere close to what I'm used to. I am a pizza snob, sorry. Travis Matthew golf shorts, Michelle said they picked up, sold for 1 day for 20. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. I don't think I've ever found Travis Matthews before. Pam said Austin is pricey. She's in San Antonio. It's way cheaper here. Yeah, Austin was pricey, but I still found some really good stuff. Like, it was pricey. You just had to be pickier, but there was a lot more to pick from, too. So Brandon's not showing the name of his YouTube channel. Video's coming soon. He just signed a 1,000 square foot lease for a warehouse. Or a lease on a 1,000 square foot warehouse. Sorry. I'm really pumped to see his videos. I'm going to keep pressing you for those, Brandon, because I want to see as that goes, because you're literally following a model that I would like sometime in the future to have. So that's awesome. New Frontier said, have you ever picked up any Howler Brothers? I haven't, but you gave me the shout out to be on the lookout for that. I don't know if it was on Instagram or YouTube you made the comment. And I'm going to be on the lookout for it ever since. There's a big bolo, you said. That was New Frontier, by the way. Michelle, yes, I'm a huge SU fan. If you're talking about Syracuse, I'm a huge Syracuse fan. Zena said, my new rule, Luke, find Goodwill nearest to Lexus dealership. Great denim brands. Interesting. Yes, go subscribe to Brandon's channel for sure. But Brandon, you got to have videos out for people who can subscribe. You got to bring the content. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here before I wrap up, just to some people who gave the super chats because I really appreciate it. If you haven't checked out Wade Ventures channel, please go check them out. Same with New Frontier. And Layden, I'm not sure, is it Ladden or Layden? I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Let's scroll up here. But if you have a channel, feel free. Ladden, there we go, Ladden Miller. If you have a channel, feel free to shout out as well. 10K said, has Shannon ever asked what you want to eat and then overridden your decision? Yes, all the time. Yes, I think. Chris, the better question is, has your girlfriend done that to you? Jessica said, Chris, doesn't every woman? That's like our thing. Yeah, that's fair.
You actually don't say what you want because you know you can't get it.
Yeah, Chris, the better thing is just to ask back, what do you want? That's kind of where I go from now. I don't even try to make a decision. And yes, Shannon would pick pizza probably every time. Chris, I'm not sure why she asked me. Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I get it.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out so long. We still got 65 watching live. I appreciate that. Hit that like button on the way out if you don't mind. Check me out on Instagram, Endless Entrepreneurs, and check out the channel. Some people I shouted out earlier, they've shown some great support. Everyone here's got a lot to offer, different niches that they know, and I just encourage you should check out everyone's channel just to see what they know and see if you can learn stuff. The more you learn, the more opportunity you have, and the more you find when you're out there. So, just appreciate the support, guys. Have an awesome weekend. Hey, Turtle Trader, you're just a little late, but I appreciate you stopping in. Definitely rewatch. And if anyone sees me out tomorrow thrifting, please say hi. I will be out for quite a bit. Hope everyone crushes this weekend. Hope you guys find a lot and that sales keep on going. Have an awesome night, guys. See ya.